Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're gonna continue our playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So last time we had a long talk with the Inquisitor and he told us we have a special mission to take. We're gonna do it. Apparently the Inquisitor is behind a lot of trouble that's been going
Embrace true power.
on with our quests. Oh. Was it like this? A lot of dead bodies? Need to talk with Sandia? No. She does not want to speak with us. Okay, Euphrates 2 is under control of heretics. Okay, Euphrates 2. Also, Celia also hold the Grand Council within the place of Atlas, a holy relic that connects with the Navigator in our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. This is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of a sacred child at last. Thanks to Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and yet the Rogue Trader words bear a lot of weight with the child. So he may soothe its anxiety and let the child down the right path, the path of accepting his duty before the house and ascending the Navigator throne. You consider my offer, for it is in your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasty but multiply our riches at the same time. Gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the great region's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. Thought the message has been relayed to your Navigator, Lord Captain, but the data did not get corrupted during playback or delivery. Decode the encrypted data. Yes, Lord Captain. Messenger service call has been sent from the side servant's compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, I will notify you immediately. Okay. So where are we supposed to go actually? Euphrates to... Not explored. Huh, we missed a planet. Okay. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Where is this? Where is this world? Emperor's Palm. Okay. So the last planet we did not explore was the Euphrates planet? Interesting. Okay, I feel extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. So worth a person behind the lofty title only after fate put me on the death precipice. Hesitated to end my life despite holding me in your hands. Your noble deed gave me enough food for thought. Despite everything that transpired, still believe we have become loyal allies. I presume you already know that House of Australia will be holding a Grand Council on depths of the Cursed Atlas very soon. We are bound to, and we cannot ignore the call. We are bound to do it against our will. But if you convinced Miss Lady Cassie to reject the Atlas and break the century-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I am not going to shed any tears. I will accept any choice. My people have nothing else to lose, but it would benefit from our relationship. There is an emerald among the stars of Martians. My gift to you sparing my life, head through the storms and torrents. We're sorry, the servant of Messiah could no longer restrain the machine spirit hunger. Hope you were able to receive a vivid message. Yeah. Okay, what colony does require Dragonos? Lady Cassia, long time no see. Lieutenant, how wonderful is that I have found you here. Controllable anxiety washes over your body, causing you to lose your breath. Cassia noticed this, closes her eyes, and you are released from the grip of emotions that are not her own. Please forgive me, my powers are sometimes too insistent in their attempts to break free from my control. Command your perseverance. Come to deliver good tidings. I have spoken with House Orcelia navigators through the Atlas. Of late, I can feel with increasing clarity how our connection is growing stronger. Despite the dissident in its midst, House Orcelia has been able to keep a precarious equilibrium thanks to part to your unexpected arrival on Yorak 5 and the resolution of a conflict at the Dragonos reception. Not all Orcelia concur with your decision, but none can deny the impact that you and no one else have had on the house's present state of affairs. Cassia nods gratefully, lowers her gaze, and claps her hands together. There is more I wish to tell you. It's about the visions that I have come to experience at an increasing rate during warp jumps. The same visions come to me again and again and again. It is as if I'm going mad, for you see, these visions are about me, the Atlas, and Typhon Arcelio, the house previous novator. I have seen Typhon experiments, the ones that involved of navigators from the Central Branch, which she was rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. But the vision told me altogether different story, one where the settlers helped Tisfon create the Atlas. They vanished immediately after the experiments were done with. Perhaps I can, no, I know I can find the way to the Palace of Atlas if I recreate this fond journey from my visions, a real place, not the psychological illusion, psychophysical illusion to which Versailles navigators can reach out. I've always had a feeling that it truly exists in our world. Now, however, I know with absolute certainty. What else did the vision tell you? I saw this phone experience an epiphany in a dream, just like my vision came to me in our travels through the warp. She beheld a planet hidden behind rolling warp storms. The world promised her great power, so this phone gathered the Set House, her most devout followers, to go on a suicidal journey through the tempest. I know, not with details of what happened on the planet, but it was there that the Set House sacrificed oneself for an experiment of some kind. It was there that House Orcelia obtained its Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I had an opportunity to find answers to my questions my mentor so defiantly avoided. Why did this phone choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true that House Orcelia past is drenched in blood? Please, do not snap this tautly drawstring of destiny. My destiny. Journey me in this one wake to distant stars. I shall help you. House is still watching me, both the renegades and the loyalists. I doubt that any of them will agree even to a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas region. And I do not wish to see House Orcelia lose even one more life to another fractal schemers. No, I shall go after the answers about our past on our own. Then it's best we go alone. Thank you for your understanding, and now permit me to take my leave. I must start preparing for the journey. From what I have been able to glean, we must first travel to the Orcelia prophecy system. Odd. Could it be that historical records are lying, and Kalian Orcelia is not whom the star system is named after? Either way, that was the system from which this phone embarked on her journey, and we are going to follow her long forgotten footsteps. Okay, where is this planet, Lady Navigator? Should we go now or after we do the main quest? Okay, where is it? Oh, we need to go here. Okay, I see it. What options do we have? Must make a jump. Oh, I don't like these puddles, you know?
The world will bow. Your demise is assured.
Got 4 enemies, but this 7 is gonna multiply.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to another fur painted black. If I may.
Eradicated. commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Each struck is a prayer. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Each strike is a prayer. Guided by faith. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay.
Let's seize the opportunity.
So it's pretty easy. Okay, we're gonna go and do Cassia's quest, yeah.
Embrace true power. We share a bond, but I will triumph.
I will fight if I must.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor... Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable.
I'm afraid not. If only that were possible. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If If you insist, Lord Captain.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. As the Emperor eradicated. Doubt! Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll paint your death in colors.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Not the Emperor's will. I'll do it.
Forsaken me!
I cannot see them.
I will not. This is unacceptable. Doubt is for the Emperor's judgment. Faith without eradicated. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor... I'll do it.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. My vow is to serve. Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Doubt is for the weak. I refuse. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Eradicate it. Faith.
Come on, one more guy left.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Okay. Cellular Prophecy System. Location Sanctum Novus, Exterior Observation Chamber. Material: Witness interrogation Vox records conducted by Upper Decks Enforcer. Enforcer, witness. Hidden on. You claim that you left the Sanctum Navis on the Lady Navigator orders. Affirmative. This unit acted in accordance with maintenance protocol. Step 1. Change the sacred mechanism for the duration of 15 chronometer turns. Step 2. Enforcer, you failed to inform the breach about the imminent jump. I want to know why. Data unavailable. The Lady Navigator ordered that she be connected to the Void Ship, but she did not order the preparation of the machine spirits for warp translation. Cause: a ritual that cannot be identified by this unit capabilities. This unit received a command to interrupt protocol and exit the Sanctum Navis. Servant, no please, not the fingers. Enforcer, I'm gonna break one for every word of lie I hear coming from your mouth. Now talk. Please, you have to believe me. All we did was prepare the canvas and mix the Lady Navigator's blood into the paint. When we were told to lock open the shutters so that the Lord Captain could see everything that was going on inside the Sanctum Navis from the observation chambers. And grog sheet, arm glass can't shield you from warp horrors. I swear on my soul and the Golden Throne, Master Enforcer. Lady Navigator only wanted to paint a picture for ritual or some such. That's all I know. She wasn't going to use the power in her eye, but I still got as far away from there as I could. That's all I saw, I'm telling you. Senior Enforcer performed an emergency warp jump, barely activated the Giller field in time, and are now being dragged to from knowns where by a known force. Lady Navigator and Lord Captain are still unaccounted for. Now tell me, one more time, what transpired in the Sanctum Navis. Enforcer escorted the Lord Captain to the observation chamber and yelled at the servant for leaving the shutters open. But then I was told it was on the Rogue Trader orders. I could see the Lady Navigator clearly through the arm glass. She was lost in thought, starting at the canvas in front of her. She looked like she was completely unaware of the world around her. Soon the servants were ordered to leave the Sanctum Navis, and the Lady Navigator picked up her brush. Entranced, she started dragging it across the canvas, painting one image after another, and another one over the last one, and another one, and when Lord Captain noticed it, there was a thing on the other side. Picture covered in a layer of fresh blood was coming to life, but Lady Navigator was oblivious. That is when the Lord Captain called out to Lady Cassia. Started by the Lord Captain cry, the Lady Navigator answered. That's when I realized the arm glass between us and the Sanctum Navis was gone, and the thing of the painting, they broke free. What happened next? I barely remember a thing. There was a bright flash of purple blue. I remember feeling so scared that my knees were shaking. I remember my legs carrying me away like they had a mind of their own. As I ran, I heard screams behind me. Lord Captain and Lady Cassia, they of God Emperor. Creatures, they pulled them both inside the painting. Sir? Mistress Voxmaster, I have a report that needs to be delivered to the senior officer. The Lord Captain and the Lady Navigator were lost during the emergency warp jump. Their whereabouts are still unknown. I'm sending you the interrogation report. Lord Captain personal account recorded by no data. Note strictly classified. A Sipphon or cellular ritual did not go as planned. The warp disturbance triggered by the Lady Navigator trance washed over the Sanctum Navis. The Void Ship machine spirit reacted to the surge of Imperium and interpreted it as a call to action. Thus did the emergency jump into unknown being. Begin. Amid the shrieks of sirens, the clanging of shutters, and the distant hum of a warp engine, some unknown will pulled the Lord Captain to the Sanctum Navis, toward the creatures from the living canvas that had already gripped the Lady Navigator's throat. Horrified, almost out of breath, and struggling not to scream, Cassia stretched out her hand, began slowly sinking into her own painting. The Lord Captain? Snatched a dagger from the floor and started hacking at the hands reaching from inside the painting. The ritual dagger of harsh Cecilia cleaved the billowing shadows, and yet the painted hand reformed itself a moment after the blade passed through it. Cassia went limp into the clutches of her horrific creation and was immediately pulled to the other side of the painting. A moment later, Liftren, still clutching to the dagger, was likewise plunged into the depths of the world the Lady Navigator had created. Liftren awoke, finding himself in the middle of gigantic, boundless, billowing nothingness. His body felt weightless, floating in the void, strewn with hundreds of the Lady Navigator's colors, some of them bright, warm, and alluring, others more cold and heavy. Reach for the bright lights, Liftren plugged into a river of bright hues and flashed of rosy sunset, and Lilia carried him down the dazzling stream. Before long, the Lord Captain was standing in an idyllic garden, permeated with fragrances of flowers and the singing of birds. Servants in purple livery darted back and forth, attending to a withered old woman in a navigator mask. Sitting on her lap and smiling coldly to everyone was a little girl with ruby eyes and white hair. "Be a good girl, my child, until the day we meet again." With trembling hands, the woman handed the girl to the navigator in laboratory attire. "I am out of time. Prepare the child of Atlas for the Atlas transfer, and destroy all records and mentions of the world of ERTV. None must learn of what which took place here, and remember, her body must grow strong for it to accept my powers. Once I have returned, loyalty will be rewarded." The memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness, but this time the nothingness felt dismal. Instead of bright hues, all it contained was shadow of invisible monsters swimming by, shrouded by a nebulous veil of phantomless. Let's see the dark colors. Grayish-blue waves swallowed the captain, and the feelings of lightness disappeared. His limbs grew heavy again. Liftren fell on the hard floor of the laboratory, cluttered with vats as tall as humans. Inside them were dozens, hundreds even, of repulsive mutants. Some had no arms or no legs, or two heads or no face, or the indrats turned inside out. But each had white skin, white hair, long clawed limbs, and ruby eyes. "My lady, the child is born." The tall woman slowly approached one of the vats. Readings, stable. Mutations, none were detected at any of the stages. Genes, identical, my lady. Chances of survival, 100 times higher than any of the previous experiments. How long it will take to grow this child? A fear accelerating the process might cause the body to fail. The only one, after years of silence, I understand the situation. Natural growth. I do not have that much time. We will have to go with the backup plan. Yes, Novator, it will be done. The memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time the nothingness felt dismal. Okay, Lord Captain closed his eyes and remained adrift in the weightless. Liftren stayed in the ocean of nothingness, devoid of any sensation or emotion, until a slight smile upon someone's lips surfaced in his mind. The warmth of her skin, the silk of her snow-white hair, Cassia. She was there, somewhere amid the sitting nothingness, all alone. Someone's Someone's scream broke the delicate equilibrium of Lord Captain's motionless body, and the weightlessness released him, plunged into the maroon abyss, for all an illusion, but was now in full control of his body again. Liftram descended into the abyss toward the screams. Lord Captain crashed from an immeasurable height to the bottom of the rolling abyss. In the next moment, Liftram saw two figures aiming the billowing maroon mist. One of the figures, unnaturally gaunt and tall, was clutching the other, smaller one, and its claws screaming furiously. Peer into the strange maroon mist. We failed. Drew close. One step was it took for some unknown force to notice the Lord Captain sees him, drag him through the painting, twisted space. Now the Lord Captain could clearly see the dark shade of a long-dead navigator leaning over Cassia, clutching her neck in its clawed fingers. The shade screamed, "You're given life because of me, you survived because of me, and here you are now, because I have willed it so. Bow before me, tell me what I wish to hear, and your suffering will end. Go on, child. I have waited for so long, submit to me." Cassia looked exhausted, her body covered in hundreds of thin cuts, her lips lacerated, claw marks on her cheeks. Yet there was a steadfast resolve in her eyes. "I know who you are. It is Von Orcelio. I know what you crave. I saw it in the visions that you sent me again and again. I won't allow you. I will never allow you to become me." Cassia's fatigued voice quivered, but she was not about to yield to this battle. The Lord Captain stepped his Von Orcelio of a ritual dagger. Silver blade whistled through the air, and his phone let out a horrible hollow, and her skeletal figure flew upward, scattered into the black ash. And with that, it was all over. Lady Navigator graced the Lord Captain with a tired smile. The abortive ritual had turned out to be a trap set for Lady Cassia by the previous novator of her house. But the rogue trader had assured that her plan fell to ruin. Now it was time to desert the accursed place. Cassia took the rogue trader's hand and guided him through the maroon mist and out of a painting, where a consciousness body were discovered in the Sanctum Navis 23 days after their disappearance, as soon as the rogue trader's warship had emerged from the warp in an unknown system. Oh, interesting sun, yeah? Purple one. Cool looking. Okay, Place of Atlas. This is where we should go. Where are
The
we?
world trembles beneath my feet.
This looks like a Xenos place.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
This Explorer 2 is blessed with multifunctionality.
Both strong and wise is Ulfa.
I tread a path unexplored.
House Orcelia need not know what is taking place here. Oh. Navigators are frightened enough by its power as it is. The last experiment left free from the Select clan without a shred of reason. Empty shells will bring no glory to House Orcelia or its lesser branch. We shall carry on. At least we have managed to implant the artifact in subject who can wield its power. His power is beyond compare. All it took was a whim to make the wretched Citals fall dead at my feet. It is as if I have second heart beating in my chest, subjugating any with the ability to touch it. How regrettable it is that this power only extends to our Celia navigators who have accepted a piece of the Atlas within themselves. From now on, all children will be gifted with one at their initiation. There will be no one who can match our greatness. Oh, that's quite evil.
The world will bow.
It's quite evil. And I'm not sure we like evil.
Your style of combat deserves nothing but contempt. Even if you were not Xenos, such a cowardly race would still have no right to survive.
Xeno statue? Looks so bad. Got demolition over there. Oh, okay. Safe. Let's see, Lord Xenos, what we're gonna do. 45%. Hendrix.
Useless.
You failed. You cannot fail, B. Hendrix, I have spent 2 profit factor to respect you, Lord Xenos.
There.
So what? Little bit about the statue, that's it?
Let's seize the opportunity.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. The Emperor favors me today.
powers unseen uncover my path.
And how did you get here? Halt, cursed child, we had to ally ourselves with Bezino once. Okay, no matter, it's a small price to pay for liberation of House of Cielo from the chains of tyranny. You again, yeah? Oh, another party. Begun, renegades. Follow the Atlas call in our wake, child. Stand with us. House Orcelia will not trade this fond legacy for the house ideas of blind fools. What's happening? Oh, Cassia, hold on. That's not good, yeah? Damn Xenos, this was not the bargain we struck from Smitium. Navigator whose skin is so thin that it reveals the muscles, bones and ninjas underneath clench his augmented golden jaw in contempt. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap set by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me. But now I can see clearly that Great Regent Aronto was right to send us after your vessel. A steadily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Her face is hidden behind a gem-encrusted three-eyed mask. Her elaborate novice nobilite vestments are stained with dried blood, another evidence of recent combat. I too wish to be enlightened about what is happening here. Troopmaster. Oh, this masked guy, he's back. You will stop defiling the remains of the hallowed grounds of our ancestors with your semblance of speech. The Harlequin's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of a system star. The sinister grin on his mask only adds to his menacing and aloof presence. The final act will soon unfold. Where you fail, where you will pay for the deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull at your strings. Why? Where are there Xenos ruins where the palace of Atlas should be? Why is this place coated in an impenetrable black mist? I'm suffocating. Cassia clutches her bare place near where her Atlas is, her voice feeble and trembling. Three-eyed monkey who sees into Shael, the taint of your ancestor has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Taint? Do you mean the Atlas? Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor. The Atlas is the sacred relic of House Orcelia. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you? The regent's envy abruptly loses her breath with a groan, and she clutches her chest where the Atlas is implanted. I refuse to accept this. Impossible. What is this place? A primitive language has no words to convey the true nature of this place, but I will venture a try. Some call it the world beneath the first stars. Others know it as Crown World or Unblighted World. It was our ancestor home before we became prey to the Shihu first. What is this taint you speak of, Xenos? Do you see it? A harlequin voice booms throughout the ruined temple. A new monkey discovered this crown world. You tainted with your crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone. But worst of all, you sealed the souls of our ancestors, reposed in the sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. Points his thin finger at the remarkable crystal floating behind his back, and the harlequin around it tightened the grips on their weapons. Like a sea of bottomless blue, Cassia looks around her with a stunned expression, her gaze shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that living things could exude such saturated hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. Examine the hovering crystal. This enormous translucent stone shares a strange resonance with this place. You can sense the energy emanating from it, mysterious, restless, coagulated. It resembles a giant heart that has been plucked out of its own chest. Its crystal clarity is pierced by hundreds of dark veins that have taken root within it like a terrible illness. How did the navigators of our Celia attain the spirit monolith? The experiment. This is where she conducted her experiment, this one. No, it's not possible. A consort with Xenos is to violate the word of a god emperor. It is known to all that this phone or Celia executed anyone who showed an interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? And why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house coat of arms? Open your eyes. Quiet. Harlequin stone is mild, but it is not a request. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey who see into Shael. I realized it the moment I met the first of you, wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sense it within your ancestor call. Where please. Our ancestor call. Where please, where endless torment. I knew that what you found was a crown world, and I humbly waited for the day you would lead me to it. What experiments did this phone conduct here? Cannot say. Where this memory sprang from, perhaps I saw vision of this phone in my dreams, and yet I have seen all this so clearly. There was so much power locked within the stone, such opportunities. It would make our navigator ability several times stronger. No, it would magnify them by a factor of dozens. But the price was too high. After mere hours of use, the stone would always burn the minds of its host. That is why this phone broke the monolith into many shards, which were far easier for humans' will to control. No, your ancestor went further than that. The Harlequin trembles with fury. We placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. Never wished to learn such harsh truths about my own house. Cassia buries her face in her hands, and you feel waves of despair spreading from her lid frame, which suddenly appears as fragile as glass. Never Theodora von Valesius nor this phone was infallible, but that does not mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. You say that only because you wish to soothe me, she smiles faintly. The renegade navigator stares at Cassia in shock. You are more than just a tyrant heir. You are a successor to a mad heretic, betrayer of the faith. Must be destroyed, you and the Atlas, once and for all. Destroying the Atlas means destroying the souls of Xenos' ancestor, no? Think the solution is so easy, don't you, monkey? When you die, your souls become captive inside the spirit monolith. Its price is deranging This process is deranging to our ancestors who have served as the monolith's guardians for aeons. It is equally agonizing to the soul of our dead. And the more monkey souls the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Aldar and the monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We all will play our parts today. And when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit this world stage. Sinister shadow dances on the Harlequin mask as he draws an unknown device from his sleeve. I will now stand here and let some duplicitous Xenoslata navigators of the Imperium, yeah? I think this is the best one. Okay, let's think about it, yeah? We can fight or we can discuss this problem. Let's see, is there no way whatsoever to separate the navigator's soul from the Sophial without killing one another? Do not believe there is. The three-eyed monkey have desecrated this place, and I will not put the spirit monolith at risk just to help him avoid the consequences of a lamentable performance. The atlas must certainly be destroyed, but no. Cassie is the inheritor of the one bound the spirit monolith to the navigator body. Listen to whatever she has to say. She is not the woman her predecessor was. As he gives you a grateful nod and turns to the Harlequin troop. Cannot change the past, it is true, nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with disgrace, born of Tisphon or Celios hubris. Yet all of us here today have the power to change the future and halt the unending suffering that is drowning both your kin and mine. You suggest a monkey and wild diary change my future together? Must admit, my leading lady, I am confounded but by your audacity. Go on. My Atlas. Cassia places a hand on her glided breastplate. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, I guide them to enter my Atlas, where experience and wisdom will help steer House Orcelia to the path of truth and allow future generations to avoid the calamitous pitfalls of their forebears. Kaye Morak, my leading lady. Shards of monolith are logged inside the chest of every monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my shards in connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of House Orcelia. This artifact is implanted at birth, but that does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed its creation through Typhon eyes in my vision. I lived it over and over again through the memories of the Sethel clan. I can recreate the ritual that will return the souls of the kin to you and save my people's life. Cassia, are you really capable? Seldom do humans and Xenos get a chance to resolve their conflict without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. Harlequin remains as still as a garish statue for several minutes when the mellifluous voice behind the mask says, "I'm willing to try, monkey." Okay, no, the regent withdraws her pistol. I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it's the child's wish. At Orcelia, you are too young and inexperienced, you simply cannot comprehend. You address the future innovator of House Orcelia, one who survived the massacre of Yorak V, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Dragonus, who has restored her house stability in what scant time she has been free, while you, all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You addressed one who had passed through the tempest of the Sea of Souls, to the true Atlas as a rogue trader ally. Yet, still you call me unworthy, don't you? Young, inexperienced. Kneel before me, and I shall forgive you your insolence. Also, Celia was always loyal to Novator Tisfon. Henceforth, will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different pathway. Navigator's voice trembles with reverence. Are you done with your performance, monkey? We stand aside and do not interrupt. Oh, we're not gonna fight, actually, yeah. Well, if I were offered the dogmatic option to fight them, I would do it. I can feel it again, the tranquility of ancestor soul have found peace and corruption no longer endangers the monolith or this world. Harlequin's narrow shoulders now look completely relaxed. Remember our agreement, Cassia Orcelia. We will soon meet in this place again so that you can give us shards. Now be gone from our world, monkey. Can we fight after this?
I tread a path unexplored.
What a shame.
You're a Big
The
fella.
world will bow.
Well, apparently this phone had to do what she had to do. There was no choice for her.
Useless.
Intriguing.
Okay, let's go. So, can we talk here or we gonna go in private? Let's see.
How nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orcelios and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
So now you're a full-fledged innovator of a house, Orcelio.
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphony's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
Awaits the navigators of your house now.
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So now the entire power of the Atlas is in Novator hands?
I suppose so. If by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orcelio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orcelio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Glad
Of
for
course,
you.
I will try to answer any question. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Nothing changed, yeah. Just avoided a fight. That's it. Okay, now we have to get here.
Embrace true power. Your struggles are in vain.
Come to chaos!
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I'll do it. Oh, doubt is for the weak. As the none can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. Eradicate. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Running binary code line. My vow is to serve. Running binary code right. The undesired knows all, comprehends all.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the Me? Try to die with grace, at least. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike. Escape the Emperor's judgment. That is not the Emperor's will.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Nice.
Powers unseen, uncover my
It's
power.
amazing. Lord Captain, the United Corps of Exploratories and the Militia Forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over Euphrates II. Commanders recognize the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agree to cede the right of Supreme Commandant to you. They ask that you summon a Council of War in order to establish a plan of attack. How should we respond? Summon them to the breach. Consider it done. Oh, another space marine. Cool. And the slowly moving tech priest. Okay. Opticon 22, the leader of exploratory warriors, appears on the breach and the bucklehead trembles beneath its metal gate. He has acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the last of you two met. His mechanics are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Unit Opticon 22 initiating identification, official greeting procedure, unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. The Emperor's angel who follows in his wake is clad in armor the color of a tempest ocean. Hear his voice, throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huscarls is Leaf Trent von Valacius? I'm Thornbelt Ironhide, and I wish to see the mortal who was granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. Thornbelt Ironhide, you face Leaf Trent von Valacius. Thornbelt takes a measure of you and nods in satisfaction. I know the habits of warrior when I see one. You're no indolent Heijoke. Good, I give my approval. We'll hunt the sorry heretics together. You haven't changed, bravo Thorvald. A pity and praise without measure, and you carry yourself on another Drakkar like it's your own. Drakkar. The wolf burst into booming laughter and bores his long fangs. Such is the breed of our leaders. Ulfar, we stand out. 'Tis you, ever lost, who can find his way when the sun is right over your head. Another explosion of turbulent, boisterous laughter draws out Ulfar's stiff yet furious string of curses. Opticon 22, how did you go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? This command promotion, heresy status update, was executed following the death, decommissioning, disconstruction of a ship, thief of a rough gear. Fleet's War Conclave was operating aboard the vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received premature rank promotion, modernization to Magus Dominus, based on his extensive catalogue of recorded combat engagements. May your servers benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnisci Guide operate this unit in his cause mission algorithm to service to him. Thus commence with War Console. What good is another War Console with a cold priest who knows not the joys of battle, cuts off his parts and replaces them with arguments to please his all-knowing master? He will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors as is custom to his brethren, registering a show of impedance, data insufficiency, and regard to the military craft eradication methods of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So, we don't like each other? Oh, got another guy coming in. Are you having another fight, gentlemen? How predictable. A woman in power armor walks to the bridge with an air of superiority around her. You remember, sir, seeing her before in the region of Xavier Colcazar when he burgled your chambers after your Megan Assessio. Thank you for not starting without me, Occulte Shara. Dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operation of Euphrates II. My privileges on this War Console are those of an advisor. Hendrix and Ishara exchange glances but do not say a word. You cannot help but to notice the frown that forms on the interrogator's forehead, the sight of his colleague. So shall we begin our War Council, or shall we rather wait for heretics to corrupt this planet completely? Why are you here? Lord Inquisitor entrusted me with the task of forging an alliance between the assembled fleet and the forces of a cognizant fleet. Once this task is complete, I am to act as an observer and a special operative. And what are your responsibilities as a special operative? I am afraid the Lord Inquisitor did not give me the authority to elaborate on this matter. There is no surprise in my heart. The Inquisition is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds to reveal them to honorable fighters. Formblood makes a show of spitting on the floor. Why did Calcazar choose you? I happen to have some experience with large-scale bloodshed, and I never failed to deliver a result. What troops can you spare to reinforce our army? The militia forces have already been transferred to Opticon 22. All I have left under my command is a tactical unit explicitly instructed to carry out Lord Inquisitor's special assignments. Okay, I see. It's about time we moved on to discussing how we intend to kill the heretics. Need a complete report on the situation at the front. Euphrates II is a forge world. Manufacturers and extractors take out most of its surface. Upon corrupting them, disturbing their production algorithms, the heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanism and false, defective traitors, Skitari, whose protocols were disfigured with indoctrinating scrap code. Our forces have secured minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters operation center of the profaners of the Machine Cathedral at the heart of the Manufactorium Sigma S13. According to the available data, it is the current location of the Arch Heretic termination target, the Dark Apostle. Uralon the Cruel may outnumber the enemy, but ours is a poor warband. All it has steel carls of the omniscience, scantily trained serfs from across the expanse, while our foe is detestable but nevertheless deadly butchered-headed traitors from the ranks of the world barriers, and their vessel protect the machine cathedral from orbit. Why have you still not commenced a planetary assault? There is a conflict. Categorical lack of understanding on the imperatives of this operation within our chain of command. Torvald Ironheart is in favor of strategy of mass destruction, which would constitute an acceptable violation of the right of operation. Every square meter of a manufactorium is sacred, of high productive value, which is why the Coke Priest is so intent on hindering and sabotaging our assault by refusing us forces and landing Drekars. But Torvald Ironheart won't fight on the terms of Priest. If my battle plan is rejected, the Messiah servants can retake the planet themselves. Maybe they think their lives mean nothing compared to their precious cathedrals, but a wolf knows what his life is worth. Explorators are hiding something on the planet. Quest denied. The Messiah. Mystery procedures conducted on Fretty Stewart to remain undisclosed according to a protocol of preservation of hallowed from the profane. This is why on Fenris we have the priest follow the warriors, not the other way around. Priests never think about the battle ahead, only their tenets and taboos. But a wolf must think only of battle and his enemy's death, not about preserving cathedrals or counting the trophies that await him. Opticon, what do you propose our plan should be? Strategic analysis points toward a full-scale offensive as the optimal course of action. The losses among the troops is significant. Personal laity will be numerous but will not exceed acceptable parameters. Punishing such losses will be less arduous when restoring the damage that may otherwise come to the manufactoriums. Torvald, what would you do if you were in command of this operation? I would rain down vengeful skies upon the enemies. I would blow the land of your Euphrates to shells, shatter the defenses, level their fortified towers, throw their host into disarray, and in that whirlwind of fury I would lead my precious pack to pay the path of blood for the coke killers. Choose. Okay, answer me this, Torvald. If Opticon 22 were to come to Fenris and start ordering you around, what would you do? He knows where my brothers are, I can smell it. Before we dive into the charge, summon him to your ship and let me question him. I wish to hear what he knows, while he still hasn't lost his bothering tongue to the heretics. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna be back in a few minutes.
Let us raise our cups at Vater, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come. If anyone knows where my pack brothers are now, he does. But it is not right to speak of such things within others' hearing. That is why I thought it better to keep silent at the War Council. I thank you, Ed Vater.
Torbot has not come alone, but with a young brother in arms. With a mocking glance at Ulfar, he bellowed. Torbot Ironhide is here. Why have you summoned me, rogue trader? Speak to me. Usual brushy joviality has evaporated from his voice. No, you Torbot. Whither the path of battle has led my pack. With her the path of battle has led my pack, a playful hollow. You haven't lost your pack, have you ever lost? The young wolf's voice is strong and insolent, and rich melodic. He tilts his head in mocking concern, watching Ulfar's complexion change to match the violent shade of his hair. Did not have a chance to talk properly. The council, I wanted to meet you. Of course you do. You would miss a chance to speak with a friendship, strike up a friendship with a illustrious leader of a quality illustrious stormbiters. Go on, Halbrand. Recite the saga of my explodes and make sure to include the landing on the void-kraken mouth. This is Halbrand, the brave, the most sonorous voice in my pack. Torbot nods at the tall wolf, who seems to radiate the proud vigor of a warrior. Think you meant to say Halbrand the braggart, no? His verse often weave together the truth with his own flights of fancy. Ulfar smiles vindictively with a viciousness utterly unbecoming of an angel of the Emperor. Now it's Halbrand's turn to blush. Torbot chuckles. Thank you for your correction, Everlost. I reckon we can do without a saga. Are the wolves so hostile towards one another, or it's something personal to the two of you? This is only friendship nipping. If there was hatred between us, the walls of his glorious halls would have long since been painted with blood. Such is a warrior nature, a wolf nature. When we meet with straight, we test our teeth on. Ulfar halves a laugh in response, but there's a personal side to it as well. Stormbiters have always tried to best the bladeful hollow in the glory of their exploits. Tried and failed, for my pack was and remains superior. Why do you call Ulfar Everlost? I don't know, I'm not surprised. Bravo Ulfar does not care for the moniker. He has had it since his early 8 years in the chapter. And Ulfar underwent his trial of the Cup of Wulfen. He took so much longer than the others when the Rune Priest gave him up for lost. Later he received grievous wounds and raids that sent him into stasis sleep for a long time. Any time we would pay a visit to the Playful Hollow with dusk, where is brother Ulfar? And he was always resting, and recently he went missing altogether, lost after an attack on Xenos. And forget not to tell of the dire curse that of yore was laid upon the mighty Ulfar. No good death for him is fated, only the one day be lost, bereft of glory and honor. And who cross his path, let him regale and gladly, proud warrior, Halbrand, Bluffel Strike, singer of rumors and fine tattler of tall tales, for he has glimpsed no worthy deeds in his short life. Do you know where Wolfar's pack is now? Feasting with Allfather in the halls of heroes, I reckon, with Mjod filling their horns to the brim, as valor and loyalty did fill their hearts. Lies, did you see the bodies? Which of the brothers will evolve the truth of these words? Ironhide never lies. The young wolf arm cuts through the air like an axe, and he angrily points at Ulfar. And you, ever lost, watch your tongue unless you want my dagger to deliver a penance of eternal silence upon you. No, we did not see their bodies, but we heard their rating and ravaging, which can only lead to the jaw of Mordecai. I'd like to know the details. The battle in which you, ever lost, Arnulf and Skadi were captured by Xenos. The Baleful Hollow took prisoners of their own. Under torture, the captive Xenos gave up the star coordinates of where they were to go next. Some important meeting, it seems. The place was far away, deep in the uncharted regions where the servants of Alfava had never ventured. The brothers decided to go there. No navigator would dare lead them to these dark places, so the brothers seized the trading boat and voyaged there without a helmsman. So you abandoned them to their grueling march, for voice drops to a menacing grasp. Lower your hackles, I urge them not to throw away their lives in vain. Nothing but death could await from among those malevolent stars. We all came here to save our All-Father and repay our blood debt, not to die for naught. Or have you forgotten what ever lost? Ulfar, what will you do with this knowledge? I will not test our friendship at the Viter. I know that if I call upon you to go with me in search of my pack, I will be taking you away from important battles and the saving of your home. So I will go alone to seek my brothers, but I will not abandon you in your hour of need. I owe you. When we have defeated our enemies, I will leave you and follow the trail. The trail is bloody and has long since gone cold, bravo Ulfar. There is no need to add another body to its telling. As the leader of Stormbiters, I call you to our pack. Be brother to us now. Ulfar gives a peaceably smiling Thornbolt a penetrating look, his face darkening and his voice dropping low to a bestial snarl. Have you lost your mind, Thorvald? Perhaps it's you who lost his mind, if you are daring to speak to so insolent to Ironhide. Halbrand's insinuating tone is dripping with such a menace that even the drawing of a sword could not have made his threat any clearer. Make you so certain they are dead? When the Baleful Hollow was setting off, we exchanged gifts, our pack runes. Every 10th watch, a priest cast the runes and saw that fate were revealed. 50 watches after Baleful Hollow left, the runes showed calamity. 60 watches after they left, death. Since then, the runes have been voiceless, and their patterns hold no meaning. And that's it? The spirit deceive you. The priest went a little soft in the head and forgot how to read with his runes. For what you gave me my pack up for dead, cowards. The runes do not lie, Ulfar, you know this. I'm sorry about your brothers, but our fate is clear. Why do you want Ulfar to join your pack? He's our brother. He should not be left to wander the galaxy in the company of ordinary mortals or alone. Wolves are like sharp knives. We hone ourselves against each other, and without brothers, Ulfar will rust and grow dull. But with us, Ulfar, we will take you in. Go to hell, Thorvald. We'll take you in there. Ulfar, perhaps you should listen to him. And even if you remain deaf to my words, I still will not tell you where your brothers went. Respect your alpha, Ulfar. You are too quickly to call yourself my leader, Forbald. Go on, bar commands at your paps. Who are you calling a pap, Everlost? Unlike your pathetic pack, we will soon go in battle and accomplish great deeds. But you, coward that you are, want to shrink your duty. The duel. Whoa. Say nothing and do not interfere. Harshal draws out the two wolves who are ready to lunge at one another. Quiet, both of you. Have you forgotten where you are? All gang, can you take place on solid ground, not on a boat? The void and the warp are treacherous and unfit to host a duel of the worthy. Secondly, I'm your superior, Ulfar, and so I'm not asking but ordering you to back up your chest beating with deeds. If Blayful Hollowpack is alive as you say, let it march with the Stormbiters in the assault on the frontiers too. Let it display the valor of all stories tell of. Will you stand alone for all our brothers, or have you gone soft? The wolf's leader's tone may be threatening, but you notice a slight glint in his eye. Wolf, on the other hand, is growling furiously, with no matching twinkle in his gaze. See about that. I'll prove that the Stonebiters will never be a match for Baleful Hollow, Adverti. I must be at your side when you depart for the assault. Promise me that you will grant me this honor. I promise. Prove that your words carry more weight than a battle axe, I will tell you where your brothers went. If you fail, you will submit. Whoa. Sounds interesting. Okay, let's see. Thomas guy, you wanna tell us something new? About our Pascal guy. Okay, let's save and let's head on to the planet.
Two Star Trekkers, two Predators poised for a charge. Fear not, Void Sailor, and the All-Father be praised!
Oh, we need to fight the guy first. Okay, let's run away, I think. Cannot turn it around. It's quite bad. So strange. Tough ship. Some reinforcement. Oh, that's quite a lot of them.
Another enemy sundered by the void.
Whoa, how many attacks can you do?
You are losing control. Understand your limits.
How about this part of the shield? Why did it not restore any kind of shield? Good damage. Okay, one or two more torpedoes and we should kill him, the big guy, yeah? Oh, he's not gonna attack these torpedoes? Okay, that's good. Okay, good direct hit and he should be dead. Let's see. No. Well, one more. Man, if he gets me in the back, I'm just screwed. Okay, let's jump. No, he's dead. And these guys go back, yeah?
There's a breach in the enemy shield!
Praise the Omnissiah.
Have to kill you? Oh, okay. Get destroyed.
Blessed are the faithful.
Got 600 scrap, but do we want to use it or not? Oh, we need like 600. Okay, we're not gonna use it. General once said that all wars are fundamental. Okay, did I save? No. Rogue Trader Lieutenant Volashu was the supreme commander in this battle, a man of iron will, unflattering, unshakable. I served in his personal enforce guard back then, just another cocky kid who thought he was an expert soldier. The Emperor was gracious to me. He gave me a chance to realize just how wrong I was. Most of my comrades didn't get a chance like that. The shuttles would have blocked out the sun if one could see it through the smoke of the manufacturing city of Sigma S13. At its heart stood the Machine Cathedral, our primary objective. Lord Captain ordered were to commence a lightning-fast assault. We were flying straight into a hall of artillery fire. For many of us, that was the end. The rest were being thrown around in mid-air, praying that the next shell would miss their shuttle. But the losses were justified. With that surprise attack, we seized the initiative at the start of the battle. Upon descending from orbit, Sister Argenta inspired the troops with the very first notes of her prayer. Her singing was the Emperor's voice commanding us to fight without any regards of our own lives. After rousing the soldiers to launch a daring raid, she quickly captured one of the heretical commanders. That was when we heard a starkly different voice from the Sister of Battle. Trembling with fury, she personally interrogated the miscreant, pulling one poisoned confession after another out of him. Once she was done, the world was purged of his impure breath, and she was the one wielding the flamer. The sight of that heroic reef in flames was imprinted upon our memories, shining a light on the cruel darkness of our immediate future like a brilliant beacon. In the command center, Lord Captain ordered his generals to proceed with caution, with support of comprehensive area reconnaissance. We were commanded to prepare auspices and commence the assault. We consigned our lives to small green vid screens and their machine spirits. Whenever we avoided another one of our enemy traps and ambushes, we would then voxcast their coordinates to the artillery gunners, while our comrades rained thunder and lightning upon the heads of those skulking horsons. We gave the Emperor peace to the rest, making slow but steady progress toward the city walls. Pushing through the ruins of Sacred Workshop, we looked with awe upon machines that up until that point had remained forbidden to the eyes of the laity. Those were places of incredible and frightening technology, void ship assembly halls, alchemical atriums, sacred arsenal, generators producing invisible fields and settling to the mind. And scriptoriums containing knowledge of horrors but best left undiscovered. In one of the chemical chapels, we came upon a shipment of cisterns containing hallucinogenic gas. Tech priests protested that the substance was not designed for warfare. It was created for higher rituals, but the officers wasted no time in pumping out artillery shells full of that gas. At last we reached the gate of Dock Move 514, the threshold of a metal nightmare that was Manufactorium Sigma S13. However, initial attempts to storm the dock shattered against the enemy defenses. Magus Dominus Opticon 22 proposed a tech sabotage. He could send small Skitari units behind the enemy lines and have them subdue the spirits of the area defense system. Trobald, the fierce leader of the Space Wolves, proposed to send infiltrators beyond the walls to kill enemy officers and weaken the dock's defenses. The Lord Captain can do all the options, yeah? Dispatch the infiltrators and deal with enemy commanders. Space Wolves entered the city undetected and reaped bloody harvest there. None could hide from these fierce and cunning warriors. The infiltrators killed one officer after another, sowing panic and disarray among the enemy. The bodies were impaled on spikes so that the heretics could see their commanders from afar. Once the mayhem had reached its peak, the Space Wolves demolished the turrets, opened the gates, and gave a signal to attack. The dock was ours. It took us many days to break through the metal heart of the Manufactorium. On the third week of the assault, the vanguard was halted and swept away by a salvo of plasma macro cannons, scorning every cannon of sacred engineering. Heretics had placed the hull of an unfinished void cruiser on a thread several kilometers long. This leviathan of adamantine playsteel buried our way. Logis Opticon 22 insisted that we retake the sacred machine, for the vessel had been in making for many decades, and its destruction would have meant a great tragedy for the Imperium. Quite dogmatic fanatic. don't have fanatic yet. Command the sacred vessel to be reclaimed from the enemy's clutches. Having the sacred machine on our side could have given our offensive a sizable edge. Our orders were to get a landing force to the cruiser bridge and escort the engineer to the main Colgator. Our shuttle used the turret's blind spot to deploy elite troops on board the cruiser. While they were engaged with the Shukir heretics, the engineer reasoned with the machine spirits of the main Colgator and initiated the Blessed Purgatory Protocol on the inner decks. It took us 3 days to drag every last cultist corpse out of the compartments. Slipping a pools of blood mixed with sacred ingredients, we made it to the machine cathedral, a garganoid hall breathing with the flames of 1,000 furnaces, the last bastion of the enemy army. That was where I first faced the word bearers, betrayers of humanity and unworthy son of the Emperor. What could we mere humans possibly do if match their unholy bestial rage? Because the Lord Captain ordered the entirety of our main forces to begin the operation with a swift assault, the enemy troops were still in disarray, and not all world barrier squads had had the time to regroup at the machine cathedral. They were scattered around the battlefield and could not retaliate with a unified strike. This gave us a chance to surround and crush their squads one by one. Lord Captain brought the might of a captured explorer to our cruiser to bear. There is no greater pleasure in war than to turn the enemy's weapon against oneself. The House Marine are strong, stronger than an army of ordinary troops, but even they cannot survive a direct hit from a microcannon. The cruiser weapons struck their targets well, and no armor could protect them from shoots like that. The Leviathan's thread rolled over the enemy's defenses, decimating the contemptible world barriers and bringing us to great triumph. And that is when it came. Doomscream, an ancient and bloodthirsty hellbrood, a merciless executioner forged from the Demetrian's ceramide. That single foe was repelling our assaults one after another, turning hundreds of soldiers into bloody pulp. For as long as that abominable lived, we had no hope of reaching the heart of the enemy's citadel. The dire-eyed Thornbald volunteered to track down and destroy the vile spawn, but fate had other things in store for him and his brothers. Space Wolf's pack was to be the first to storm Machine Cathedral, and thus Magus Dominus Opticon 22 assembled a cohort of elite Skitarians, said that they would locate and eliminate Doomscream. Soldiers were whispering that he was willing to activate the so-called Guarantee Annihilation Protocol, terrible and ominous rite that is as little to the enemies of the Omnissiah as it took his faithful servants. Upon arriving at the front lines, the Lord Captain questioned the survivors who had witnessed the ruin that Doomscream had wrought. Lucky enough to have escaped in their lives had little to tell us. We remember the terrible hollow hanging in the air, the death machine impossible quick for its size, dismembering people and crumbling tanks with its horrific manipulators. This enemy was ancient, devious, and utterly mad. This heretic's mind was clouded by rage and hatred, and his body was bound with a prison of metal and mutated flesh. Weapon skill. Lead is rating to hunt down. Machine. Captain next would become legend. The Lord Captain at his head of his retinue challenged the blood-lusting heresiarch that had crawled out of the darkness of time. He dealt the wicked executioner a heavy and mortifying blow, and thus Doomscream was routed. The abomination turned howitzer fitted with an ancient and powerful bolter became the rogue trader a rightful trophy. Ah, got a bolter. Cool. At last we reached the Machine Cathedral. We saw a yawning lift shaft left beyond by a colossal land-gnawing drill that had burrowed for kilometers into the depths of the planet. There, deep below, lay the last hiding place of the heretics' leaders. Hundreds of grenades, accompanied by a promise of swift judgment, were hurled into the pit. Such was our righteous anger. Planetary assault was a resounding success. The enemy forces were shattered and broken. A small fraction remained in the Machine Cathedral, but the rest either had been destroyed or were destined to meet the same inevitable fate soon. The Lord Captain returned the Space Wolves band dealt into the shaft, headed toward the heart of the Machine Cathedral. We watched them leave with reverence in our eyes as we were setting up a perimeter around the entrance. We knew that the true outcome of this battle on Euphrates II depended on them, and that our fates were theirs to decide. Cool, yeah? Okay. This is a truly nice story, and I like we succeeded all the checks. Oh, that's a lot of Space Marines. Never. This is the guy, Uralon, what his name is. Uralon the Cruel. The giant clad in dark Eastman armor is in the middle of a sinister litany, his words turning into a repulsive ethereal stench and flakes of underworld ice. He does not notice your presence. Same cannot be said about Kunrad Voidgriff, who stands at his side, his completely mutated turquoise eye flash upon seeing you. He flinches but remains silent, hesitant to interrupt the ritual. More warp. William. Okay. Watching the little act of desecration take place before it fills your head with an arriving sensation, you realize you will forever remember these disturbing inhuman words of the sorcerers is speaking. They have embedded themselves in your memory in place of something important that was there before. Try as you might, you cannot remember what it was. Sorcerer does not turn his head as his voice rolls over the room. I see you, mortal thing. I sense your meek mind. Sorcerer rectulently turns his burning gaze upon you. So you are the one who was so eager to meet me and your own demise? Rejoice, brave Twilight. Today you become the new rock trader. God give deformed feature twist and a bloodthirsty smile. Yes, master. I will rectify my mistake and reclaim what was stolen. Son of a machine. Platform beneath the sorcerer's feet is the drilling machine, massive tunneling shield. This mighty mechanism can gnaw through underground rock, bunker buckleheads reinforced with adamantine, or anything else that may lurk in the planet's depth. Corrupted servants of the Deus Machinas scuttle around the heretics muttering twisted prayers of ignition in attempt to persuade the omniscient majestic beast to awaken and rend the world of flesh. Dogmatic fanatic. Oh my god, how many good options did we miss? Do you have a name, or shall I simply refer to you as the heretic? Know my name well. I'm Uralon the Cruel, breaker of misbelievers, truth speaker, triumphator of fate, dark apostle of the blessed word Barrier's Legion. Kneel and offer a prayer of gratitude, for your death could not bear a worthier name. You must be preoccupied with something profoundly important if you paid no heed to the obliterating of your army. Death of the glory of the true gods is a blessed fate for any believer. So why would I rob them of it? Every martyr who perished in their name only empowers their reign. I was tasked with a different mission, to make the Corona's expanse behold the sheer importance of its most eminent protector. Once Alcazar's treasure has been stolen, his secret hoards plundered, and his name shamed, the dogs of a false emperor will see the truth. No one will protect them, no one will heed their pleas. Only my bowing to the masters of the Imperium will they earn the right to live. Only by bowing. Okay. What is the treasure you covet so terribly? I will keep this from you so that you may perish in the darkness of ignorance. Pathetic. Your master didn't even tell you the reason why he sent you to face your death. Never will I make this poison cup any easier to drink. If you are so confident in your victory, and what are these secrets for? Very well, kneel and pledge yourself to the true gods, for work for greater revelation and a reward for the faithful. Grunwald nods at his weapon. I doubt you intend to obey, but I will still advise you against it. Man, I wish I had dogmatic fanatic now. What the devils are you doing here, Voidgriff? I'm on a path to greatness, Lich, and true power, the kind of which you and Theodora could only dream of. The edge of daybreak promised to weave me truly remarkable fate. You are on a path to your own death, nothing more. You have almost reached the end. An empty threat. Have the upper hand this time. My next prayer to the dark gods, I will thank them for letting me destroy another rogue trader with a von Valesius line. If only you knew what powerful weapon awaits us down below. Feet will make the entire expanse. Enough, bravo Twilight. Your lips will not speak a word more when it is a heaven's place to hear. Headhand's place to hear. Ignorance is their cloister. Let them remain trapped here. Gonna stop you. The wolf lets out a chilling howl on his back, ready their weapons, acknowledging it is an order to kill. A solemn gesture of his hand, Ulan thunders in fury. But those who blaspheme against the true gods beg forgiveness in vain. Let their lips be sealed, let their hands be severed, let their souls be ripped and scorched. glorious fight awaits. Take heed with silver-tongued traitor, for he is old line strong. But by the All-Father, the wolves will spill rivers of his blood today. Horrific display of profane sorcery appears to have filled Fortland with joy and anticipation rather than fear. Have you encountered Uralon before? No, or else his head would still be hanging on his neck. But my pack has heard plenty about his straight and ignominious misdoings. One can see the evidence of his malfunction all across the Corona's expanse, like bear tracks upon fresh snow. Stalked him and looked for a chance to clamp our jaws around his throat, but the craven knows well how to hide behind the backs of his heretical lackeys. What is he doing here? You wish to wake the tunneling behemoth. If you hunger for my thoughts, Uralon is searching for something down below, in the manufactorium deepest halls. My warriors destroyed the energy found and silenced the drill, but the detestable metallic still found a way to revive it with his heinous magics. Now the blasphemy were too many to count now. Pascal dry voices rattling like a heavy vehicle chain track. His visor lights up a blinding green and blue, and you hear metallic moan coming from everywhere. It's a tough manufactorium itself was being tortured. What is he trying to unearth? Don't ask, for I know not myself. Calcazar treats his allies like Fenrisian mushroom farmer treats his produce, keeps them in the dark and feeds them shit. He didn't see fit to enlighten us about the secret of Euphrates too, but this no matter. Whatever it is, we mustn't let the loathsome malefic claim it. I will deal with it. You're a brave one, you're not easily deterred. Good. Then find a way to reach the tunneling platform while we gave the Magi Sorcerers something to worry about. Halbrand, you stick to the original plan. Take 2 brothers and go after Doomscream. I want to take one holy tin can that holds the Stretcher's brain back to Fenris. Good hunting. I won't fail you. Proudly tread the hunter's grim, chase of beasts of steel and blood, fangs bared sharp and first of prey. Let's glory cloak their mighty gate. Doomscream, he hides in this den. Step aside, Halberd. I will be the one to slay it. I claim this quarry for the Blayful Hollow. What is Doomscream? An old and vicious heretic, a hellbrute whose veins boil with poisonous rage and savagery. His mind and body have been warped by the ruinous power that his very existence is an affront to Valhalla warriors. Tread lightly when facing him, young brother. Yes, the beast is mad and hideous, but he is wonderfully mighty, old and graced with the archenemy profane patronage. His great hateful ceremonies abound with malefiction, and his weapons claimed the lives of hunters during the assault. We grievously wounded him, true, but we haven't seen the last of his foe. It's time to hunt the beast. What we killed the Doom guy in the text, how do you call it, interaction. Apparently he is not dead. Okay. Charge and push increase the damage of range attacks made. Not bad actually. Okay, apparently I don't have a big choice here. Yeah. Okay, this is level 41. Maybe straight. Okay. Okay, this one is good, and which one? Yeah, let's keep this one. Okay, what do we have good for you? No, heresy is not bad. Let's go with no heresy. So many good talents, yeah. I just don't know which one to choose. Okay, let's try it like this.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Crowd of heretics fall to their knees and hold out their hands to you, pleading for mercy. Their leader, a heretic with a worm-like tentacle steering about in one of his eye sockets, hollows plaintively out of his box. Lieutenant, conqueror of steel and smiter of the true flesh, we initiate the capitulation protocol. Nowhere under this chrome firmament and leading haze is there a cognitor array capable of designing a productive method of opposing you. Your indestructible legions have annihilated all who dare to stand in their way. No matter what they threw at you, it all turned to dust, which your servant then trampled into oil and soot. Our survivors are few. Mercy, we beg for mercy. Come on, they killed a lot of my people, no? Show mercy to the enemies of humanity would be heresy. Sentence them to death. Plasma pistol. Ooh, 2539. That's a lot. Sniper rifle, solid. No.
I tread a path unexplored.
I beg your pardon.
Let's seize the opportunity. Embrace true power.
I don't like this whirlpool of purple stuff. There's a lot of them.
Failure stings.
Stop. There.
The machine god grants the insight.
The world will bow.
Let us see what I found.
Intriguing.
Join me in prayer. Never doubt me.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
I tread a path unexplored.
I better myself through my service. The Emperor favors me today.
The Allfather created me for carnage, not for thee. Centuries of service and practice.
The world trembles beneath my feet. embrace true power. Powers unseen uncover my path.
Look at this big guy, yeah? Looks pretty nice.
Stop. There.
Your existence is naught.
Oh, got one of them. Look at him. Okay. Plasma battery. Oh, we need to destroy it. Electro overcharge gains 50% armor and deflection. Not good. $3,000. I'll have to move in this battle, and I don't like to move, that's for sure.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Running binaric override. My competences are not that universal. My vow is to serve.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Do not dare ask. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable. I'll do it. I will not.
Is the reward.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. Faith without... I am his will made manifest. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father! The wolf is on the hunt. Wolves reign! See? Feel the icy bite of death! Come! My hand is thunder! My strike is ruin!
Electro overcharge. This is your... Need to destroy these batteries first. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Oh, got more?
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object to it. The Emperor is on our side. Naturally.
Come on. Plasma battery, when you die, do you do damage?
chaos I stride. I will triumph. One step closer. I need no guidance. Purpose guides me. I will triumph. I won't waste my time on that.
As the tactical imperative dictates. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Request denied. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands.
Me?
Oh, come on. Oh, maybe it's good, yeah.
Damage to bulk.
Maybe not so good.
Another color has faded.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay.
Fight like a pop.
What happened? Oh, he killed you? Oh my god. Game is lagging. Why? Game? What's wrong with your game? Okay, we're back.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Okay, game is lagging very bad when he has to make his move. Man, we need to destroy 2 more plasma batteries, or we can kill him.
Ruin beckons. Purpose guides me.
I missed click.
I will delight my masters with your demise. I need a blood-soaked tribute.
Fire performs an additional action or move after every party member's turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Go up there, yeah. So what to do? What did shoot him? Yeah?
Faith with you, my emperor! I'll do it. This is why I was chosen!
Me? As you insist, Lord Captain. I'll paint your death in colors.
As the emperor commands, I act. Doubtest Faith with this is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Oh, you had to miss the last shot, yeah? Well, at
dare
least
you?
they're not lagging so much.
Deliver us!
Abelard protective ward group applied. Where is Abelard? He's not in this fight. What the hell is going on? Okay, I've got a choice to shoot him once or to go after these plasma batteries.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
I challenge you, damn get. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. Ah! Feel the icy bite of death!
Feel it and bite it.
Tis thunder! My strike is ruin!
1 HP, you're kidding me. He's gonna heal himself? Oh. Henrix. Are you gonna kill him or not? Let's try it, yeah.
Let's see to it. I won't go down easy.
And he died. Because why? Because he was killed by something? No.
My faith shields me.
I am not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover. That is the difference between me.
You have my thanks.
Traumas.
Consider yourself spared.
My frail organics required it.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Heretical. Warrior always slowed, but immune to manipulation effect. Target hit over.
The world will bow.
Oh, he left nothing after himself. Oh, that's unfortunate.
My knowledge has its limits.
What a shame. My warp sight reveals something. Why? Haven't I studied hard enough?
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Let us see what I've found.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Do we get this? Oh. This is the place where we make them.
Operation successful.
I beg your pardon.
Embrace true power.
And we're back to where we started, I think, yeah?
Stop. There.
Do we get inside there? There's a door, okay, there is a way
Intriguing.
around.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Let's
My warp
seize
sight
the
reveals
opportunity.
Yeah, apparently there is a lot of traps over there, and I'm not too aware. My awareness is low. Don't know why. Put a lot of points in awareness, and still we get to experience such kind of misfortune. Cassie,
Color the uncolored.
come closer.
How can one find the right way without his light?
Oh, this is for our guy. Okay, let's just save. Let's give a sword to big guy. Let's see how it looks.
I don't like that.
Why? Oh, it's so simple. I was hoping to see like a big one. Okay, now I need to find your boulder. And no, it was not a heavy boulder. It was... Here we go.
My instincts tell me to refuse.
So why? It's one-handed weapon. Okay. If you don't want it, I don't want it. Let's save. So, we have a trap over here actually.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
We got another point of exit from this area, yeah?
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. Duty prevails.
The machine god grants the insight.
The world will bow. The world trembles beneath my feet.
Rare holes. My god. Okay, we're gonna continue exploring this area and fighting evil and heresy next time. So, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. So, see you next time. Bye.